Find your way in a child's pose. Fit your heels into your palms and your knees into your eye sockets. And let your shoulders hang heavy. Your arms like wings aside. Feel the breath moving in and out like the tides in the ocean, like ebb and flow. The full moon pulls and the new moon recedes. The oceanic breath of the planet responds to the magnetic pull of the moon. The sound that soothes your soul. The oceanic sound of the breath. Follow the cycle of your breath and slowly breathe in and roll yourself up onto your heels and let your hands rise to the ceiling. Bring your hands forward into a child's pose and then shift forward in a cobra. Breathe in, breathe out, downward dog. One step forward, left foot forward, low lunge. Breathe out. You can measure up so your front leg is in a right angle. Rise up in a low lunge. Breathe in. Your pubic bone pulls forward. Bring your hands back to the floor and step your right foot forward in a hang. Measure it up 2 fists between your heels. Let your head hang heavy. Roll up into standing, hands to the ceiling. Breathe in. As you breathe out, roll down into a forward bend. Bring your hands to the mat, step back with your left foot, low lunge. Lift your hands, find a back bend, pubic bone forward, and then step back into a downward facing dog. Your sit bones pull wide up to the ceiling. With that curve, shift forward, upward facing dog. And then bring your knees to the ground, child's pose, breathe out. Hands, palms to the heels, knees into the eye socket. Follow one breath cycle. With your next inhale, roll up, let your hands rise, and then hands forward on the mat, child's pose. Stay low, snake forward, cobra, breathe in. Breathe out, shift back, downward dog, bend your knees. Step your right foot forward, low lunge. You can interlace your fingers in each other and then bring them back into your neck. Lean into your hands, elbows to the ceiling, back bend. Bring your hands back to the mat, step forward, forward fold. Roll up, standing, rise your arms to the ceiling, and then roll down, forward fold. Bring your right foot back, low lunge. Interlace your fingers, bring them in the neck. Your neck leans back, but your heart pulls forward and up. Hands to the mat and step your left foot back, downward dog. Find a back bend in this fold and shift forward with that back bend, upward facing dog. Bring your knees to the mat, child's pose. Bring your hands to the heels and let yourself be empty, new moon. Breathe in, roll up, hands to the ceiling. And then breathe out, hands forward, active child's pose. Snake forward, cobra. Open up your collarbone, shift back, downward dog. Step your left foot forward, low lunge. Lift your hands, half moon, the first half quarter of the cycle. Step forward, forward bend, roll up, full moon. Breathe out, roll down, forward fold. Hands to the mat, left foot back, half moon. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find that arc in your back, shift forward with that arc, upward facing dog. Breathe out, child's pose. Be empty, or allow yourself to be empty. Rise up, inhale, lift your hands. Bring your hands forward and snake low forward into a cobra. Shift back into a down dog. Right foot forward into a half moon pose. If you put your back toe under, there is no weight on your knee if it hurts in your knee. Step forward into a forward fold. Roll up into standing. Full moon. Breathe in, breathe out and roll forward fold. Step your right foot back. Half moon. Back bend. Open up. Step back your left foot, downward facing dog. Shift forward with a back bend. Upward facing dog. Breathe out, be empty in child's pose. Follow your cycle of your breath. Allow yourself to be heavy, to be wrapped in. And then slowly roll up on your heels. Put your hands on the mat. Push yourself into a downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward to the left for a pigeon pose. If you're not able to have a right angle in your foot and your front leg, shape a 45-degree angle that your right heel meets your left hip joint. Grab a blanket and put it underneath your pelvic floor so you find stability. Your back leg is slightly inward rotated. And then place your fingertips in front of you. Find that curve in your lower back. Your front foot is active. Flex or point. And then pull your heart forward, imagining you pulling the floor or the mat with your fingers back. And slowly walk to the left with both hands to 10 o'clock. Your hips stay stable at 9 and 3 o'clock. So the movement only comes from your upper body. And then walk to the right, your solar side, and pull your heart on the left to the sun. So imagining to bring that heart from the left all around to the right. Bring your hands back to the center. Come into a downward dog and then step your left foot forward into pigeon. I always check my back foot that it doesn't collapse. Feel your pinky side, your little toe, your pinky toe at the back foot pressing into the ground. Find that curve in your back, your lower back, so your hip bones pull widened upward, and walk to the right again. Bring your heart into the world, your left side, your lunar, to the solar. Slowly walk back to the center and directly to the left. Feel your left hip stable on the ground, on your pillow or your blankets. Swing your right leg around your right side and bring it forward. Sit on a blanket and if possible grab a block or a pillow or whatever, and then sit on your blanket. Bend your knees and grab your heels with your palms. So you have a good fit, you have a good connection. With that grip, walk your heels forward, keep your knees bended, and pull your sit bones, your butt cheeks way back. And then find that fit also from your armpits to your knees, so your knees fit perfectly into your armpits and your rib cage lies on your thighs without any space in between, and then you can put your head on a block. Your forehead rests on the block and your spine can relax. Imagining a loop, you breathe in over your front body, have a short hold at the top of your head, and you breathe out over your back body, your spine, underneath your sit bones for a hold. And then you breathe in again over your front body, you hold on top of your head, you breathe out and relax your spine, hold underneath your sit bones. Imagining the cycle of the moon. The first quarter is rising to the full moon, and then the last quarter is descending to the new moon. Slowly put your fingertips in front of you, or grab your your feet, straight your back, find the back bend and come up with that back bend into sitting. Move your blanket aside, and then we find our way in a plow pose. If you have 2 sandbags, would be great. If not, you can still use a heavy pillow or a blanket, or you can grab a chair or your sofa. to put in the end your feet underneath. If you like, you can grab a blanket and put it underneath your back. Your throat stays open, so you still find that arc in your neck. You don't pull your throat toward your sternum. Find the perfect fit from your knee to your armpit and your heel into your palm. And then, as I show here, as your bum pulls you backward toward the mat, you can stick your feet underneath your sofa, because good boundaries eventually gives you freedom. Or you grab the sandbags and put them on your ankles so they hold you and ground you, that your kidneys become lighter, more airy and floaty. This is a really soothing pose, and it gives your lower back lots of space. Become that little snail in the shell. Feel that coziness inside you. Surrender to that magnetic pull of the moon. And let your breath be oceanic. Listen to your in and exhale, to the silence between. Slowly release this pose. You come out like you came in. You reveal yourself. And then slowly release your legs to the ground and straighten your arms above your head. Be long. Pull in both polarities. Be heavy, light, and white. Slowly pull your knees toward your chest and roll up into sitting. And then we come into a short pranayama practice. So set yourself up in a good seat. It can be cross-legged or on a block or on a chair, whatever gives you good contact. Again, pull your sit bones back, rotate your upper thighs inwardly, and breathe in and out. Arrive in your seat, in your body. Lift your hands, shape them into good cups, and then lift them up to the ceiling. Turn your left side, your heart side, slightly toward your right side, your solar. So you bring your wishes, your desires into the world. Breathe completely in and completely out for a Kapalabhati, fire breath. Only focus on breathing out and pull the navel in. Every inhale follows effortless. So breathe out, 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 out. Out. continue breathing out and imagine your hands as real good cups are catching all the glimpses and stardusts and desires which are falling from the universe. So your grail will be eventually filled up with elixir, which you finally will be able to taste it. Make your last breaths and breathe out completely. Hold on the bottom. And then breathe in, interlace your thumbs like eagle wings in shadow play. And then breathe completely in. When you filled up with breath, take 3 more sips. Fill up completely. Keep your hands hooked but pull them apart so your collarbones can widen. And then pop the cork and let go, breathe out. Your hand slowly descends. Rest your hands on your thighs or put them onto your heels to find a fit. Let your breath move freely again and follow it on tippy toes. Observe. Continue with this meditation. Taste the elixir of your practice, or open up your eyes. I wish you a beautiful new moon. Enjoy the potence of stillness, emptiness, and rest.